introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm Lauren Strangio. I'm from Northern California, so about 2 hours north of San Francisco, actually. I'm a health coach I graduated BHC in January of 2016, so the beginning of this year. I have 2 kids, a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old, and another on the way.
Woo!
Yeah.
And P.S., it's going to be 3 boys.
3 boys. Yes. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing. I mean, and just on that note, because I know certainly Carrie had I can have career or family, or if I focus on my career, it's going to take away from my kids. So I'm just wondering, like, okay, you've got number 3 on the way, and you're building a business.
Yeah, that would have scared the crap out of me a year ago, maybe even 6 months ago. But I feel like now, because it actually started when I went to the live event in Las Vegas in spring, and saying yes to myself again, as Tiffany was saying. But I didn't know there was another yes in me. Well, there was, and it was a real struggle for me to get there, but I did. And once I did, everything opened up. I have a life that I've never dreamed about. I still have my full-time job. 2 kids with 1 on the way. And I do this part-time, 15 hours a week maybe. I see clients Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. So it's just.
And how many clients do you have?
I'm down to 5 right now, but I was up to 9 last month. So I'm about to go down to 2. I'm good with that for like the next 2 months for the holidays. And then end of December, I'm going to ramp it up again before I give birth in March.
Well, what I love about that is that you can adjust.
Yeah.
You are adjusting. So that's incredible.
Yeah, I want to have enough energy to do another 90-day before I have the baby. So I'm noticing a lot of clients are a little scared at this time because of the holidays and the commitment. And I know it's not me. They're not ready to say yes, but I know they're going to be ready to say yes in the beginning of the year, right? Because that's what most people do. So I want to be ready for that boom. And it is beautiful that you can, with this business, know when to slow down, know when to ramp up, give yourself some self-care, which is very important. And so that's what I'm focusing on now, is I'm okay with going down to 2 clients for the next 6 weeks. And then, boom.
And then boom. How much are you charging for your program?
$14.97 right now. When I went to the live event in Vegas in spring, I was charging $3.97. Yeah. And I got done with those clients, and I was like, that wasn't enough. And because you can feel it. You just start somewhere. Because you're like, what do I charge? What do I charge? Just start somewhere, and you'll know it wasn't enough after you've worked 90 days with someone and you see the life changes happening. So where do you start? Just start somewhere, as Sandra was saying earlier. You just start somewhere. And then that wasn't enough, and I went up to $9.97. That wasn't enough either. So I went up to $14.97, and I actually did a married couple through one 90-day and did $19.97, and they didn't blink an eye, and I was like, this is awesome. But I had to start somewhere, and now I'm at $14.97.
Yeah, what I really appreciate is you joined the Become a Health Coach program in January of this year.
In June of 2015.
Okay, June of 2015. And now are in HMBA grad. And then you just jumped right in. I think it was already in the Become a Health Coach program. You already had paying clients even in that program.
Yeah, so I started, I had I have a 1-year-old right now, and I had him while going through BHC. And because I'm so passionate about it, it was like, I have to continue. And it's actually what got me out of postpartum depression.
Wow.
Was going through, yeah. Because, the universe kind of shined down pillar 2 at that time, where I had to go through the 90-day program myself. And it really helped me work through that postpartum depression. And So I was seeing practice clients as I was nursing my 6-week-old. And like, I might have not been fully present, but it was all the things that needed to happen. You know, if you're worried about trying to get clients and getting that confidence, see your practice clients, charge whatever you feel comfortable with charging at that time, and just keep moving forward. And you know, now it's like you gain confidence through time.
That feels like a turning point.
Yeah, the turning point for me was going to the live event in Las Vegas, because the grad program to me was just like, I was salivating at it. And because for me, so my full-time job, I'm an electric engineering estimator for a utility company. Just that. And, you know, so
it's totally integrated with health coaching.
Yeah. And you can see why I wanted to get out of it. I'm actually still there today, and I don't know when I'll leave, actually. But
well, you get
another
to choose.
Story. Exactly. I think a big struggle for me was, I just want to get out of this corporate job. This sucks. I actually do a lot of my own stuff on corporate time. Shh.
We won't tell.
But, you know, it's I'm using it to fund my education. And I got Invisalign for when I do my videos for my online training. I'm using it as all these beautiful things right now. So if you're just need to get out of this, while you're in it, take advantage.
Yeah.
You will get there.
Yeah, that was good. That's good. One of the things that also really touched me about your experience is you were in Vegas, you were here, and you were like, I want to do this HMBA grad program. And how did that fly with your husband?
So if anyone saw me register, my family goes wherever I go. You know, I have young kids, so I went back to the hotel room and I was like, I was texting him in the room too. I was like, hello, return my text. I need to buy this program. But I go back to the room and I tell him, and he says, well, you know, I support you, but I think you should wait a little bit. He likes to research everything, and I like to just kind of go in with my heart. And I left the event not investing in the program, and it was those few weeks after that, I was really resentful of myself. And there was a real struggle going on within me. It only took about a week for me to go, F that. I re-listened to everything in BHC, every video. And Carrie's humor is like the best medicine. And I got super inspired again. And I wanted, not that my husband was supportive of me, but what I needed was to support myself and say yes to myself. And by re-listening to everything and inspiring myself again, over the next 6 weeks, I emailed all my practice clients. I put a post out on Facebook, hey, I'm doing this and that. I made $6,000 within 6 weeks. Bought the grad program. Not even when I got done making the $6,000, I was like, I know I'm going to make this money. And I called back and says, I want in. Yeah, so it's... And I've consistently been getting clients since then. My motivation hasn't stopped. You know, it's like it's at a heightened point here, but when you leave, there's glimmers of it still, and hold on to that. Yeah. Because it's there. It is there. If you feel it now, if the passion's within you, it won't go away. So if you're trying to hide that now, you can't. You can try, but it's there.
I think it's so important to remember that you get really excited here, and there will be a time that this event completes, and you go home. And that's, I know, right? No, it does though, it happens. And then we go home. And it's how much you need community and support and to be, I mean, Rasul, where is Rasul? I mean, how many times has he been to our events and come here over and over and over again? Because he's like, this is my family, this is my tribe, and these are my mentors, and you just keep coming back. And I see that with you, is like you were able to go away from the event and actually take action, because you're an action taker.
Yeah, yes. it wasn't my husband telling me no, it was myself telling me no, and
Yes.
I'm rebellious. And so I was like rebelling against my own self, if that makes sense. Like, I'm going to show you, self. And I did.
What's funny is that I know I've heard you talk about that story with your husband before, and it sounds like you were asking him to step out of his comfort zone and trust the process, but it was you needed that.
Yeah, because he's very supportive, and he says, I pimp you out all the time now. I'm like, hey. But no, he'll literally, he sees how passionate I am.
Is that how you got pregnant?
Well, there won't be a paternity test needed, if that's what but he will go, and if he's even, like, he goes to see our lawyer, and he'll talk about them, the receptionist, so what does your wife do? Oh, she does this, and he just, like, boom. Oh, well, she's going to be giving you a call later. I'm like, okay. He's, setting things up where I can do talks. He's so supportive, but it wasn't him not supporting me. It was just me telling myself that it was okay. And that was a struggle that I had to get through.
Thank you so much.
Ready for Spotlight? Spotlight!
Want to hear more true stories from HCI graduates? Click on the ebook below to see more living examples of graduates from all over the world making a great living while making a difference. You'll see where they live, who they work with, and how much they typically earn in a given month. Just click on the ebook below right now to see our grads reveal their true stories.